Good morning, Scorpios. I hope you had a great Christmas and your New Year's is starting well. We're going to do a 12-month reading for your year of 2026. Let's see what the year has reserved for you. Just want to show you the cards a bit. So this is Fearless Soul Tarot. It's a brand new channel. Press like, say hi in the comments, subscribe, which is pressing that little bell that you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Basically, you don't pay anything for it. The idea is that this is a free channel for the meantime. I won't do any specific personal readings. It is a free channel. It's going to be having a lot of different kinds of readings, astro tarot, really. So find out your positions. If you only know your sun sign in astrology, look at your moon, your rising sign, Jupiter, Venus. That kind of positioning is also interesting for you to listen to the readings about. So we're doing four cards for the first 4 months and a different deck for the second 4 months, and then another deck for the last 4 months of the year. See what's going to happen for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Wow, a lot of major arcanas for you. Dear Scorpios. Woo! And a very nice reading, a strong reading. A lot of stuff to work on this year, Scorpio, I can see from the cards. One more, please, for... Oh, wow. That's a bit many. I'll take them. You've got a lot of information here, Scorpio, we need to go through. So as I said, these are general readings. If somebody approaches you or talks to you asking for a reading or offering readings for money, that person is not me. So please ignore, block, or report that person. Okay? I'm just going to try and get you an angle here. There we go. Where you can see a little bit better. So you have the Emperor in reverse. Can't even fit all your cards here. You have the Lovers in reverse. So Emperor in reverse for January, Lovers in reverse for February, Five of Cups in reverse for March. Oh my God. You have the Fool twice in reverse. This has happened in another reading, by the way. Oh, sorry, I have to turn off my alarm. Just a second. So sorry. So as I was saying, you have the Fool in reverse twice, and this has in fact happened for other signs. So it's very interesting that you have this situation here, which is a repeated kind of message really from Tarot that has been coming out for more than one sign right at the beginning of 2026. I'm looking if you have any more repeated cards. You've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. You've got the Hermit in reverse. You've got the Death card. 4 more cards for my Scorpios, please. Let me see. King of Wands in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords for the last 4 months of the year. Okay. So, you start off with a very strong energy. I don't know if you've decided to completely change, your lifestyle. You're quite aggressively kind of approaching the year, I'd say, because the Emperor in reverse is quite a tough energy. Whether you're male or female, it's not... relevant, of course. The cards don't have a gender. Unchecked power, being overly pragmatic and rigid. Take it easy, okay? Corruption, selfishness, defensiveness, or you might have people around you that are behaving like that, which putting you in a defensive position. Don't let them affect you, okay? This is what I'm hearing, Scorpio, for you. Desire for control, being stubborn. Don't be contaminated by this energy. This is what I'm saying. If this is around you, work, life, romance, relationships, people not being correct, we having on a general world level, this energy is also very tense. So that also affects people whether they like it or not. It just happens. So you need to lead the circumstances in your world here in January with confidence, harmony, and generosity. Okay. February, you have the Lovers in reverse. Great card. A card to work on. Another major, you've got a lot of major arcanas, which is the most important cards really, not most important, the bigger sort of messages in tarot, and you've got a lot of them in your reading. So the Lovers in reverse is really breaking in communications here in February. So maybe something is happening, between January and February. Disharmony, the need for self-love. Don't give away your power in relationships. This is what I was saying. Don't let them affect you. Don't lose yourself too much, either in work or other people. You need to focus on you. And careful with manipulation, imbalanced partnerships, codependency, whether it's private, public life, family, lovers, work, studies, friend groups. Your heart is open and deeply meaningful relationships, and you're going to expand whatever unions you're going to have in 2026 from February. So February has that energy. With loving trust, you're going to maybe new people. And that's making you a bit, that's what the Five of Cups is, making you a bit nostalgic. So you're going to have to let go of whatever's happening in here in January, February of 2026. You need to let go of whatever past trauma you still have. Don't cry over spilt milk, Scorpio. You're going into your shadow work with your healing and letting go kind of energy, old stories that become a part of you. You need to kind of process them and push them into your past. Don't become callous and jaded, okay, because of these situations. Because I think the other messages in your reading is that you're quite successful. So you're going to work at it. But you need to keep your heart tender. It helps you navigate towards your brighter future. So that's March. And April, it seems to work out because you've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very good card. You've got this sort of energy in April. You're doing sort of streamlined decisions quite hastily, intelligence, wit, determination, saving the day. The pursuit of excellence here in April. Ambition, being assertive, and success. So you move quickly to help others. And as you do, you expand your dreams, okay? So that's quite a good card. And with that, you've got death and rebirth. So a very interesting card here that shows that there is a process here of death and rebirth, which means you're kind of shedding whatever needs to be shed, really. And taking that situation into the future, the new you. Just heard new year, new you. New year, new you, Scorpio. Maybe not so emotional, but also in a good way, in a sort of self-preservation, but in a constructive way, okay? Cycles of transformation, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, ending symbolic death, and initiation processes. As I said, new year, new you, but that's in May. It appears in May. Allow yourself to let go of the past in order to let new energy come in to your life with new beginnings. The Hermit in reverse in June. That's a Virgo card, by the way. So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus are earth signs. The Hermit is a great card. It's a card for maybe self-reflection. You're kind of in the middle of a year by now, here in June. It really means you're withdrawing from society a bit. There's definitely a process of shedding through the first quadrimester of the year, and it culminates here in May. And in June, you're kind of taking a step back, isolation, a bit, maybe feeling a bit lonely, but the necessary kind of loneliness, feeling that you need to seek, but you need to also heal, a bit feeling like a misfit, because something happened. You had to kind of chop back these weeds. That's what I'm hearing. So you're your own inner sage, Scorpio. You've got a super, super sensitive mind and heart, inner mentor, inner guide. Ask your higher power, whatever you believe in, nature, the gods, angels, spirituality. Ask to be shown your brightest light so that you may see with all your heart, okay? Seven of Pentacles in July, which is quite good indeed. The Pentacles are very related to physical stability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. You're having a pause here in June, July, definitely. States of gratitude. So you're going to look back and say, thank God that, happened in that way, You're reflecting on your journey here in July. You're looking at harvesting your fruits of your labor. It's a sign to keep going, okay? And giving thanks to what you have and what you're about to harvest here in July. So smack bang in the middle of the year, and you know that your life is headed in the right direction. Oh, sorry. And then you have the Fool in reverse twice, which is very curious, like it's been happening. The Fool in reverse is card number 0 of Tarot, which is, most people don't know exists, but it is. You've got it twice in your reading, which is very unusual. And it's been happening. I've never seen it before. It's never happened in any of my readings in the 5 years I've been doing this. So the Fool in reverse, being careful in August with these new challenges, whatever's happening now. Assuming you already have all the answers, don't make rash or impulsive choices. Don't, careful on lack of experience, what you're actually going to do. It could also be analysis paralysis. It can be foolishness. So doing something, just taking a leap of faith, but without really measuring it properly. So careful here in August. You're ready for this adventure down your soul path, but you need to, that's why the Fool, I think, is here twice. The message is careful, The shadow side of this is in fact that you need to measure whatever steps you're taking. The 9 of Cups in reverse, I think these extra cards came out precisely because of that. So the 9 of Cups in reverse is a good card, but you need to understand that there might be delayed gratification here in August. May, June, July, August, yeah. Delayed gratification, unfulfilled desires, unmanifested dreams, greed blocking your path. So it might be like somebody showing you a very shiny, beautiful new thing and you're just like, I don't know. So getting sort of situations where you're not appreciating the simple things of life, and don't be smug, with your success, because clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With the 7 of Pentacles here, it's a good sign for success. You be open and grateful in your heart to the gifts that are coming your way, okay? And then because of all of this, I think really these 2 cards that came out extra are cards of stillness. The Hangman and the 2 of Swords. Very interesting. The 2 of Swords is in reverse. So, again, the major message here is to surrender to the will of the cosmos. So let the universe kind of guide you, because you're kind of on a pendulum, kind of hanging. Let the universe guide you. This is an intentional pause here in August, kind of in the middle of the year. It's summer in the Northern Hemisphere. So maybe letting go of things, embracing the new, realigning with your heart and purpose, new wisdom that is found, spiritual teaching, sacrifice, and enlightenment. You are leaning into your inner world here in August, definitely, and looking how limitless the miracles are, and you're surrendering your really to the divine and to the cosmos. The 2 of Swords, I think, is also a little bit of a warning. It means you're making difficult choices, That's why you're kind of pausing, I think. Some confusion here, the angst of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen, being between a rock and a hard place, and fear of committing maybe to something new. So yeah, do take your time. Okay? When you're blinded by the unknown, you can still trust yourself to move toward the light, but it's here, it's begging you to be calm and really make on what the next move is. I think it's important, Scorpio, here in the middle of the year. So May, June, and July, because then you have the Fool in reverse again in September. And this card is really that every dream, I'll just give you some more detail on this card. Every dream achieved begins with the seemingly foolish notion that there is something bigger out there, something greater to explore and to become. This childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing, and it reminds you that you can achieve the magical things that you've been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with a single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of that epic journey, Scorpio. Turn towards your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering. You may not feel ready. You may not be ready, but there is magic in the air here in August and September, okay? There's magic in the air here. So, the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. Trust your intuition as you swan dive into the seed of potential. You're ready for this adventure down your soul path, okay? It's not going to be easy because you've got a lot of reverse cards, which is stuff to work on, really. Work. A lot of inner work, Scorpio. The Knight of Wands in reverse to here in October is that unfocused energy, like, what am I going to do? That confusion is here a little bit with the Two of Swords, like, what am I going to do? Self-sabotage, careful with your fiery emotions, Scorpio. Don't be reckless in October. Here, the need for more self-awareness and being cocky, okay? Careful. In the pursuit of what you imagined, you manifest this fire with infectious feelings of inspiration towards you and others. I'm looking at that black horse that's ready to jump. But this beautiful color repeated in these cards, this sort of beautiful orange fire color, warm color in October, November. But the Two of Wands is a great card as well to have in November. It really means you're kind of going to go through this wonderful time. Planning your future, making progress, activating possibilities, the choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. The world is filled with opportunities here in November for adventure, and you welcome them into your life with planned action. The Queen of Swords is in December, so you're like ending the year on a massive high in this very boss or boss-esque position, a tough leader, unbiased decision maker, an excellent communicator, wise and logical counsel, and integrity and honesty here being your stronghold, let's say, being perceptive, intelligent, being direct, and seeking the truth. So you speaking with wisdom and clarity here. Very good. Indeed. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has to say. Let's get one big card, or if there's more, we can get some more. One big card for it came out. Your tribe. Yeah, I think there's something here. You're selecting people in January, February. Your tribe. You're maybe getting a new group of people, finding a new kind of. It's January, February, March. Then April, it kind of pans out a bit. New tribe. Community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, connection with people that are similar to you, a feeling of family and friendship, knowing your role in the world. This card points to a new relationship with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we have to know if we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, all have the function of being relevant and feeling that they have importance. Being a part of a group offers a sensation of belonging, the affinity and the purpose that points out to when you work together with satisfaction towards everybody. Maybe you're part of a spiritual or artistic community. Maybe you are a community of thinking, of learning, which you share your love with for education, for example. Independently on your form or objective, the community brings you joy. It will inspire you, and it will want to contribute. You will want to contribute to it, okay? Your participation may be so small that you may be present, or so big as becoming a leader. Whatever your position from your tribe, your presence is necessary, okay? So it's a beautiful, beautiful card, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed your reading. This is the general kind of reading for 2026 for you. Obviously, we'll be doing more detailed weekly and monthly readings, but it looks like a powerful year, but a year with a lot of work, okay? Enjoy your 2026. Keep in touch. Press that like. Subscribe to the channel, which is super important. Enroll on that little bell that you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your video. It's totally free for you. It's reversible. What that happens is you automatically get the videos on your feed whenever I upload them, so you have them firsthand. Share and comment. It's always good to interact with the channel. I hope you liked it. Fearless Tarot here, bringing you as many readings as possible on a daily basis, and hoping to hear back from you, and if it's not too private, obviously, and keeping together on this journey. I also have a positioning in Scorpio, which is very interesting. It's kind of a deeper, it's one of the deep, let's say, I don't know if they're more in deeper signs in the zodiac, but Scorpio is definitely a deep thinker and a deep feeler. And I think you will be working deeply in that sense. It's all for you to upgrade in the end, clearly. It's all for you to upgrade in the end, for sure. But you're going to have to work at it. So work it, Scorpio. Have a great month of January, and happy 2026 to all of you. See you soon.